We invite you now to take a trip to the seaside. Thanks to trick photography, we're able to rush you from London to Brighton in 4 minutes.
At London Victoria, much has changed. Instead of a ticket clerk, there are automatic barriers. In 1953, almost all rail workers were men. Today, the train dispatcher is a woman. In the original film, the last steam locomotives were giving way to slam-door electric trains, still there in 1983. Another 30 years later, air-conditioned carriages run on a privatised railway. From the cab, the tracks are simpler now. Fewer branch lines, fewer sidings, but there are far more trains.
We are running out of capacity on the Brighton main line, and there is, in the rush hour, there is just a train at all points. You can feel the weight on the train. It responds more slowly, accelerates more slowly, and you have to be cautious with your braking, and you actually do feel the responsibility of knowing that you are in charge of that many people.
Matching the journeys of 60 years ago and 30 years ago is a challenge, because there are no longer any non-stop services between London and the south coast. So we've had to lay on a special train. And because the tracks are so busy, that could only be done early on a Sunday morning. 60 years ago, a return ticket cost 15 shillings. That's 75 pence. In today's money, it is just under £19. Today, a return ticket costs a third more in real terms. The 1953 train had a top speed of 75 miles an hour. Today, the trains do 90 miles an hour. 60 years ago, the journey took an hour. Ours took just 47 minutes.
We've had so many changes over the years. First of all, there's many, many more passengers travelling nowadays, and the trains have changed and stations have improved. There's lots of improvements that have happened since I started commuting.
Over the last 60 years, passenger numbers have more than doubled. There are twice as many trains. But perhaps the most obvious change is in the clothes people wear. Paul Clifton, BBC South Today, Brighton.